So you just want to use your tape dispenser? That's what we got for today's cold open?
Wow.
Beat that, Ted.
How about that? How about that?
It looks like he's holding a toilet paper roll.
Ah!
Speaking of roll.
The open.
Here we
Great
go.
timing, Ted.
Let's bring it a good day.
Get a tiger. Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that. Melissa.
Now, here's Jason.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy Friday. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the Jason Show. We have a Friday feeling. We have a fun audience. One of them, two of them brought me a gift. Always a good sign for an audience. That's right. They get to stay. And I came out beforehand. I usually do stuff after the show. So if you come see us, we do a Q&A, we take pictures. But I didn't do it before the show today because I'm leaving right after the show for something. So I engaged in pleasantries, but I also warned the studio audience because there's something in the studio that's not quite like the others, and that's our photographer, Eric. Now, yesterday, if you watched in the monologue here, I told you that photographer Eric is a lot of things. Very creative. He's a sweetheart. He's a wonderful dad. But he's also just as nutty as the day is long. And you never quite know what Eric's going to say, what Eric has done, or what Eric is going to do. So yesterday I told you Eric calls in to executive producer Jeff, and he says, my retina's not working. Now, no, not quite what he said, but, and let me just remind you what he does for a living. He's a photographer. So if your eyeballs aren't working, not a good thing. So Eric is back today, and this is what he looks like. We shot this today. There he is. There's our little pirate. There's our little Long John Silver right there. And now here's where the studio audience comes in. Eric, as we speak, you know, when I just came out here, you see this big sweeping shot, you know. Eric is on the camera that makes that shot. It's called the jib camera. It's worth about, I don't know, $75,000. And this is what I heard right before I came out here. This is an exact quote. This is Eric asking Jeff, should I be operating this if I don't have depth perception? So I just want to warn rows 1 and 2 of our studio audience. If you get hit, we don't have insurance. Let's get started, everybody. Here we go. I've just been reminded by HR we do have insurance. We're good. I don't need that email today. And row 1 or 2, they're fine. They won't do anything. Audience, give it up for my good friend Kendall Mark, everybody.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello. Poor Eric.
Is anybody on the staff surprised about poor Eric?
No, and he said he might have broken his toe because he has no depth perception, so he tripped.
It's just, and I know if you're new to us, you're like, why are you laughing at this poor man? This is all we do is make fun of each other. That's all we just, and it's so par for the course for Eric.
It's so easy.
Because he was in Antarctica and his eyeballs froze. And that's, right, Eric? Your eyeballs froze one time. And that's not, I'm not making that up. And ever since then, he has periodic problems with his eyes. It's just,
And now his hands are all messed up because he's cobbling on the side, like, like a shoe cobbler.
He actually is cobbling. So if anybody in our audience today needs their shoes repaired, Eric can do that too.
We have someone for that.
Have you signed up? Everybody is talking about. Have you signed up for Threads yet?
Of course I did.
Did you sign up for Threads?
I'm hip.
I know. I'm not hip, and I did. If you guys don't know, it's Facebook's answer to Twitter. So they started it this week. It already has like what?
The last I heard was 30 million. That was yesterday.
30 million
so it's
users.
climbing, yes.
And if you have an Instagram account, it's easy to sign up. I did. Just search for Jason Matheson. You did. Kendall Mark.
My mom did.
Sid did too?
Sid did it. I was like, Mom, are you in Thread? She's like, yeah, I did it. I'm like,
Well,
okay.
I got to get Dar up in there.
Yeah.
Get Dar on there. And then, most importantly, the Jason Show. We're on the Threads now, too.
Thread.
So search Jason Show TV, follow us, and then our accounts as well. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Here's what, now, I don't mean to be Nelly negative, but everyone's optimistic because Twitter has become such a negative cesspool of disgustingness. Look, it's not going to be Shangri-La over there on Threads.
No.
The trolls will eventually make their way over there. It's not like there's a troll blocker. So let's just enjoy the happiness while we can.
For all 48 hours.
For
that it
48
lasts.
hours before the online trolls go. But for right now, I like the interface. It's easy to use. People seem excited. I feel like it's when Twitter first started all over again.
And it's so easy. You just go, sure, take over all my Instagram stuff and just make this whole new account for me.
I did like that. They
Yes.
just copy and paste everything so you don't have to do a new profile, a
Don't
new
have to do
bio.
anything.
It's fabulous. So go to your app store and search Threads and download it and then follow the Jason Show. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the Hot Dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. As if Swifties needed something more to get excited about, the T Swift is out with her re-recorded Speak Now. Remember, she's re-recording all of her albums, so she did another one, and so we picked a clip for you. This one is from Enchanted. Looking.
This night is sparkling. Don't you let it go. I'm wonderstruck, blushing all the way home. I'll spend forever wondering if you knew I was enchanted to meet
The graphic, it made her, you know those Jesus candles? She looked like one of the religious candles.
Yeah.
Right, audience?
Yes.
I was looking at the animation. It looked like the Holy Ghost or something up in the candle. Yeah.
I have one of those of Sancta
Thank you,
Beyonce.
audience. I'm sitting here and that's all I could think of. I didn't listen. I'm like, it looked like a religious candle.
I have one of those of Sancta Beyonce. It's just Beyonce.
I actually have one from Melissa Peterman of JR.
See?
With a Saint
Sancta JR.
Larry Hagman. But anyway,
Yeah.
you're a Swiftie. Did you like that?
I mean, I'm not like upper level Swiftie. I like Taylor. I guess there's something different always when she's re-releasing things.
Yeah.
Re-recording them. I don't remember enough to know what it is.
I'm
but-
with you. Swifties,
great.
this isn't negative. Don't email me.
No.
It's a Friday. I don't want the emails. But it sounds fine. She's talented.
And good for her. Make your money, girl.
Yeah, Speak Now was her third studio album, if you didn't know it. It dropped in 2010. She's, as I said, she's re-releasing new versions of her old albums because, Scooter Braun took ownership of past recordings. So Kelly Clarkson gave her that idea, and she's smart. Next in the dish, another day and another singer gets hit by a flying object, and this is not a joke. This time, it's Drake. Drake got hit in the arm by a flying phone, but continued performing. He hasn't made it right there. He hasn't commented on the incident, and this comes after, and we've been telling you about this, after other incidents involving Baby Rexha, I said Baby Rexha.
You did.
That's BB's daughter. Anyway, Pink, Kelsey Ballerini. I feel like rinse and repeat. I've said this every time, but what are you doing, you morons? What are you doing? Why are you, right on it? What are you doing? Because you know what's going to happen, and I hope this does happen. I hope security finds you, and you're in an arena, so there are cameras everywhere, you dopes. And I hope they find you, and I hope you are permanently banned from ever going to a live performance. I really do. Because it's going to take deterrent measures like that to prevent these yahoos, because now they're like, I'll do it and nothing will happen, and I'll get 10 million views on TikTok or whatever. and I almost cussed there. I'm so upset about this.
This close.
I was this close from losing our liquor license, but yeah.
And phones are expensive. Can we just have a moment for like, why are you checking your phone?
I didn't even think of that.
Right?
You can identify.
Yeah, you can. Oh, that's right.
There's codes on here. They know it's yours.
Oh, I didn't even think they don't even need cameras. You're throwing your phone. All of your info is there. How stupid. Well, it's rhetorical. You're stupid enough to throw a phone at Drake for, I don't know.
You an idiot.
All I'm going to say is we didn't do this in the 80s. We didn't do this.
Yeah, you guys just threw bras and stuff.
I didn't throw, well, that was Tom Jones, but I didn't, when I saw Madonna in 1990, I didn't throw anything at her cone boobies. You know what I mean?
You wanted to.
I wanted to, but yeah. Next in the dish, it's time to check in on the status of one of my favorite franchises. The newest episode of And Just Like That is out, and I will tell you, the first season, as you know, was controversial. Not everyone liked it, and people had high hopes for this second season. I did not like the last episode, number 3. I did like 1 or 2. So how was number 4? I'm happy to tell you, the sex is back in the Sex and the City world. That's right. This was, I think, these are my people. They're clapping for sex. I love it.
They're
That's
like,
right.
woo! Aaron Schwab isn't even here to lead us.
I know, and they're just clapping by themselves. I love it. No, all kidding, all joking aside, again, I liked 1 and 2, released combo. I did not like last week's. This week was so funny. When you watch it, you'll think to yourself like I did, oh, this feels like a Sex and the City episode because there's a lot of humor. There's a lot of big guest stars. Remember, there would always be stars that would pop up that would cause situations for the main 4. There's a couple big stars in this one that make an appearance, and you're like, oh, that's fun. Charlotte hasn't been this funny since Sex and the City. It's a great Charlotte episode. Her and Harry have a sexual situation, and I'll end it with this. This is what I love ultimately about And Just Like That. The original show was about being single in your 30s. This show is about, oh my God, people do have sex after 50 and 60. And it shows that better than other shows. Other shows act like you're not a sexual being after 48.
Right.
This show celebrates that and laughs at it a little bit because sex is funny sometimes. Just saying, yeah. Especially with this audience. That's right, yeah. That's right. We have a lot more to come, but first, audience selfie shots from the past few weeks. Get your free tickets now. To join us in studio, head to eventbrite.com and search for The Jason Show. We have live shows throughout July. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Welcome back. Woo. Thanks for being here, friends. Singer Louis Capaldi took on his greatest challenge yet. He was a guest on Hot Ones and got a little sweaty. Look at this.
So, I've been following along with the press tour, and it seems like you're holding on to your vow to stay on Tinder until the day that you. What do you think is an appropriate amount of money to spend on a first date?
Oh, nothing. Oh, that's good, man. That's good.
The lemonade hitting. You wanted to go with the citrus.
That's hot.
It's the show.
There's the thumbnail.
You can see Hot Ones on YouTube. We should really do that with Stephanie Hansen. We should get, you know what I mean, have Hansen, who's on the show later today, have Hansen organize
the spicy
wings and try to see. Well, you can't right now with
Can I
Bebe.
volunteer your husband as tribute for me?
Yeah, we can have Colin do it.
Okay, he likes
oh my God,
spicy
because
wings.
audience, Colin could eat. It's
called Chernobyl, right?
It's called
The
There's
wing
a wing place here called Serums. If you ever visit us, and the hottest wing is called Chernobyl. I mean, you can kind of guess. I mean, it's called
It's
Chernobyl.
horrible.
Yeah. And he eats with extra sauce. He dips the wing in the extra. He always orders an extra cup. It's
No.
vile. It's
No, no.
vile. But anyway, it's time for a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Audience, give it up for Brad from TMZ.
Good morning, Jason. Hey, everybody.
Brad, let me ask you. Brad, do you like spicy stuff? Do you like hot stuff?
Jason, I think your husband might be a serial killer. That is on a different level. I don't even do mild. I do honey barbecue, and sometimes that's too spicy for me.
I wondered why Colin had a lot of plastic wrap in the basement. Maybe you know.
That is a different level.
It is. Okay, first up. Oh, God. More drama for Britney Spears. What now?
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, this was a crazy story we broke on the website yesterday. So Britney Spears is in Vegas with a few friends, and it's also the NBA Summer League, where a lot of their rookies kind of showcase their talent. It's the first time playing with their teams. Big name in Vegas right now for the NBA is Victor Wembanyama. He was the #1 overall pick. He's pretty much the biggest prospect since LeBron James came into the league. A lot of attention around him. So Britney Spears saw him entering a restaurant in Vegas, ran up from behind him. You can see we have a photo there. Ran up from behind him. She claims she tapped him on the shoulder. Now, what Victor says is he was grabbed from behind. But regardless, Victor's security stepped in. According to Britney, says she was slapped or backhanded in the face by the security guard. And this thing has gotten nasty. The police are involved. There's a criminal investigation. Britney was obviously very upset, but you also have to kind of understand that this security guard, his job is to protect these athletes, and if he doesn't know who this stranger is running up behind the athlete, he may have to get physical. So this is a really interesting one to see how it's going to play out.
Key words there. See how it plays out. So I don't want to make a rush judgment, but if everything is true with you, as we see it now, I agree with you. That's the security guard's job. I mean, yeah. Next up, Kevin Costner's estranged wife wants a lot of money in child support, right?
It is rich people problems because he is having this nasty divorce with his estranged wife, Christine, and they have 3 children together. So now they're trying to figure out where Christine's going to live, how much she's going to get in child support. Kevin has proposed, I believe it's $51,000 a month, and Christine just says, look, $51,000 is not going to cut it. These kids are used to a certain lifestyle. I have to provide a certain type of home for them and other benefits to make them feel comfortable. And look, it's going to be up to the judge to decide. I mean, if you kind of read these documents, I don't know if Christine may want in the $200,000 range month or a month range, I should say, but there is a ton of money at stake here.
Do the kids brush their teeth with disposable gold toothbrushes?
They're going to be able to if she gets what she asked for, that's for sure. It's wild, Jason.
I can't believe $30,000 a month, Brad.
51.
51. I'm sorry, 51.
51, and that doesn't cut it. And you should see some of the arguments made too, Jason. It's, look, we have a guest house with a pool. This one house I can't afford because it doesn't have a pool for the kids. It's just, it's pretty crazy what this lifestyle that these kids are used to now.
The horror. The kids don't have a pool.
Yeah, hopefully they have some friends, or you know what, maybe they could just use the beach because it's a beach house.
Yeah. Y'all live in California. There's a big body of water to the west.
Yeah.
Brad, have a good weekend. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Jason.
More of these stories at TMZ.com.
I know.
Let me think about this. I was 34 before I even made that amount of money for a year.
I don't think that counts tuition and like clothing and all of that either. That's
It
not
doesn't?
part of it. No, this is like the extra money. The life money.
That doesn't.
That's ice cream money, honey.
How many blizzards are they buying?
I'm just telling you.
Wow, it does not cover.
No, from what I've read, it does not cover anything other than just like extra money. So all of their clothing, their food, their tuition for school, stuff like that is separate.
I used to be so excited when Dar would give me like $20 to go to Marquette
I know,
Mall.
right?
You know what I mean?
Oh.
A $20 bill,
bill.
I would be in the arcade for like 17 hours. You know what I mean? I don't know. Next on the dish, Prime Video dropped the trailer for their newest rom-com based on a best-selling book. It was so funny. Kendall knows that we don't. A lot of us don't read on the show. And as we're getting ready to do the story, Kendall goes, "It's a book, everyone. It's a book. Like it's a foreign object for us or something."
It's a book.
Anyway, it merges two worlds: the White House and the royal family. Look.
I sent you to the royal wedding with simple instructions. Don't cause an international incident.
How's it going?
You've done some pretty stupid things in your day, but this...
Thanks the cake? Henry shoved me.
an urge I currently share. What I need is some good old-fashioned damage control.
The White House and the palace are going to release a joint statement.
You've got to be joking.
You can hate Prince Henry all you want.
My NDA is bigger than yours. I want you to know that. You're wearing lifts. Know that too, sweetheart.
Okay. Red, White, and Royal Blue hits Prime Video in August. Have you read? You're our literary expert on the
Thank
show.
you,
Have you
thank
read
you.
this book?
It's on my TBR list, which if you know what that means, you're also a nerd.
To be read?
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
be
yeah.
read.
I
It's
love that I
like-
had to look over to Jeff to get that. Yeah.
No, it's at the top of my list because I know several people who have read it that really, really love it. I'm a little worried about this movie. It looks a little Hallmarky to me.
A little cheese ball?
A little cheesy.
Well, that's all right. You like
I mean,
Hallmark
I'm
movies.
not
yeah.
saying I don't
Yeah.
like them. The audience
It's-
got so quiet.
No,
I'm
no,
not
I
trying
know.
to offend anyone.
No, I know. The audience wasn't sure whether to clap for you or boo.
I know. Me neither.
Did Uma plays the president?
The president, I guess. I know like the basics of this. I mean, you saw it.
Yeah.
It's two boys. One of them's from America, very high up, a son. The other one's a son from the UK. They fall in love.
Yeah.
Shocking plot twist here.
Yeah.
But people love it. It's on the New York Times bestseller list, which you honestly don't often see having gay characters as the main lovers in New York Times bestseller list books. So that in and of itself is really cool. And you should read the book before you see the movie.
Yeah, and I just like to see Uma Thurman back in anything. So Next on the dish, Apple TV Plus dropped the trailer for its new Western crime drama. So we go from one thing to another. It's called Killers of the Flower Moon, and it follows a series of murders of an oil-rich American Indian tribe in Oklahoma in the 20s. I saw this trailer. Of course it's Martin Scorsese because it's gorgeous. He's the director, and it features every A-list actor you can think of. Look.
You know, you got nice color skin. What color would you say that is?
My color.
The Osage. They have the worst land possible. But they outsmarted everybody. The land had oil on it. Black gold. Money flows freely here now. I do love that money, sir. This wealth should come to us. Their time is over. It's going to be another tragedy.
When this money starts coming.
Killers of the Flower Moon is based on a best-selling book, and it hits Apple TV Plus in October, so it's not coming to theaters. It looks again, it's Martin Scorsese, it's his muse, Leo. That cast looks phenomenal.
So good, and also a book on the TBR list. But it came out in 2017, and it is all based on what really happened to these people. So anytime you have that kind of a story that is that powerful too, with this A-list cast, it's not going to be bad.
Apple is, they fly under the radar sometimes, but they have some of the best movies out of the streamers and best shows like Shrinking. If I were to make a list of the best shows of the last 12 months, I just had this conversation with somebody, Shrinking with Harrison Ford would be on that. I mean, and that's Apple TV, and then Ted Lasso. It's so good. Time to meet our final JVIP of the week, friends. Today it's Tammy Hansen from Maple Grove. Hi, Tammy. Tammy loves everything about our show. She says she loves starting her day with a cup of coffee and a lot of laughs with Kendall and me. Tammy gets a Jason Show mug. Also entered to win the monthly grand prize, and you know what that is. She gets to be a VIP guest in our audience. A $150 gift card to Becker Furniture World and a $150 gift card to the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. Stephanie Hansen and more when we come back in a moment. One item, several great recipes. Coming up in just a few minutes, our foodie queen Stephanie Hansen has done it again, taking one food item and making several great things with it. Today, watermelon. And a little later, it is the segment that elicited some of the funniest responses I've ever read online. The best comments about our snake segment. That and more when the Jason Show continues. Welcome back. Well, our next guest is feeling that watermelon sugar high today. Give it up for our foodie queen, the one and only Stephanie Hansen, everyone. Hello, love.
The watermelon sugar high is a real thing.
It is a real thing. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Happy beginning of July.
Yeah, happy moving into, do you know, we're a third of the way through summer.
And do you know that you just depressed all of us?
I know.
But you're right, it's going fast.
And the good news is like we have all the produce coming, right?
Yeah.
All the fresh garden ingredients, all the fruits. So yeah, it's a pretty exciting time.
This is what we sometimes do with Stepharoo. We give her one ingredient, and then she makes a whole bunch of things with it. Today's one of those days. It's watermelon. So let me start with the general question. Everyone and everyone's grandmother has a trick. Do you have a thing with picking a watermelon? Like, how do you knock at it? Do you talk to it? What do you do?
I look for this. See that yellow kind of looks like it's discolored almost? That is a sign that the watermelon was laying on the ground. And you want it to have laid on the ground because the longer it lays on the ground and the bigger that patch is, the fresher the watermelon is and the more ripe.
Shiver me timbers.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because any other fruit, if you saw a discolored patch, you'd kind of be like, oh, I'm going to pick the other one. But no, you want to look for that discolored kind of round circle, and the bigger the circle, the fresher your watermelon.
That is watermelon revelatory.
Yes.
That's right.
Here with all the fun facts.
I love that.
All right.
Okay, what are we doing?
Well, we're going to make a little watermelon salad. And what I like to do, I like this diamond gold watermelon that's grown in Minnesota here. You cut it in half, and then you cut the ends off so you've got a nice smooth flat surface. And you take your knife and you cut around and you get all the pith off. And then you cut like this 3 times and like this. So you make a diamond crosshatch and you get these nice cubes when you do that.
Okay.
And I didn't do all of it because I wanted to show you that pretty little rind trick.
Because again, everyone has their own way of cutting watermelon.
Yes.
Yes. Can I just say, this is my favorite fruit.
Okay, but you buy it pre-cut at Costco apparently. You've apparently never cut your own. Producer Jeff had a little intel in my ear. He busted you.
Well, this will be Jeff's last day.
No, you know. He's like, we have to.
Wait a minute. Ted's leaving. I can't lose Jeff too.
No, and I can't really bust on you because you know I've never been to Costco. Actually, I went once and walked out the other way.
Yeah, because you get scared.
I got scared.
No, I do get pre-cut sometimes because I'm not good at cutting it, but it's just a matter of convenience. And I get it at Cub. I don't get it at Costco.
Okay.
So you're
my intel's wrong.
Deep throat is wrong. Yeah.
Okay. So I've already pre-cut our watermelon.
Okay.
And this is a weird salad. Well, the first time I had it,
way to sell it, Steph.
I know. I've taken. It's weird because it has watermelon, cucumber, and feta, and mint. And you're like, oh, these things don't seem like they would go together.
Oh, they do to me.
What I took is, I took a cucumber. I get rid of a little bit of the green part, but I like a little bit because it looks pretty. And then I take a spoon and I get rid of the seeds. You don't really want the seeds. They're kind of slimy and you don't want them in your salad.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Okay, that's nice.
So you have these nice little half moony chunks that we've already prepped. So we're going to put that in there. And then this is really an easy salad, you guys. We're just adding a bunch of fresh basil, a bunch of mint, and the mint is really what gives it the like wah 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 flavor.
What was that again?
The wah wah wah. We're gonna add some feta.
Okay.
And the saltiness of the feta with the sweet of the watermelon really is fantastic. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil, like 2 tablespoons.
Okay. This is another Hansen homemade dressing?
Yes, they're always homemade.
I know, no, I'm saying, but people love your homemade dressing.
I know, because they're easy and anyone can do them.
Yes.
So I've got a little lime. I'm gonna squeeze 2 limes.
Okay.
Or 2 lime halves, sorry, so 1 lime. And this recipe is online.
We'll put it all online, and the segment will be on our YouTube channel a little bit later.
Okay.
Just search for Jason Show TV.
Now, remember my little Hansen hack?
Repeat it again for people.
You take a little cooking spray, or we could use olive oil too, but before you're gonna use honey, I want 2 tablespoons in here.
And you spray it on the spoon so the honey slides right off.
Watch.
Look at that. Boop.
And there's no residue left in there.
I mean, the watermelon picking, the honey spooning.
I mean, I got all the tricks.
You got all the Hansen hat. A little salt, okay.
You always want to have a little salt in your salad dressing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a salty gal. We're gonna add a little pepper, and then we're just gonna shake this. Jason loves when I shake things live on TV with him.
I do.
He really gets excited.
So do that, shake it.
And then we're just gonna dress our salad. That's how easy it is.
And when we come back, we're gonna try it, and then Stephanie has another item to make with some fresh watermelon. That and more when we come back after this. Welcome back to the show. The one and only Stephanie Hansen's here. Don't forget to follow Steph on social media. Just search for Stephanie's Dish. Are you on the threads yet?
I am. I was like one of the first couple hundred people. I was on it right away.
Atta girl. Okay, let me try.
Okay, here's your fork.
Okay.
We're just sharing salad today.
It's fine. We're good friends.
Yeah, we are.
I'm gonna get a little. I want to get a good bite, a representative bite.
You need to have all the things. It's fresh, it's sweet, but it's also salty and savory and fresh tasting with the mint and the cucumber.
I could eat that whole thing for dinner.
Yeah, and if you've never had it,
audience is so good.
Give it a try. You'll be surprised, I think. It's really a winner.
I literally could eat that for dinner. That would be such a great dinner in the summer.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What else are we making with
You
watermelon?
guys, we are also making a...
You keep going, I'm gonna eat.
3-ingredient margarita.
3-ingredient margarita?
Yes.
Now we're talking. That's working real well, Steph.
Yeah. Live TV. Here we go again. Shake it, shake it. Oh, there! Come on!
There we go! We have liftoff, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay,
that was like a shuttle launch.
That was really funny because on the way in, I broke my fancy glass that I was going to pour this in. So we're kind of doing picnic style.
That's sure.
I found some plastic glasses.
Okay.
And we are going to just line the rim with some sugar.
What did we make?
What I just did is all I did was I blended up watermelon. That's it. Okay, just regular watermelon, nothing else. Okay.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. And if you want like non-alcoholic, like I think they call it aqua fresca.
Yeah.
That's all you do. You can add lime, you can add sugar, you can do lots of things to make a nice non-alcoholic drink. I like an alcoholic drink.
What fun is that? I mean, let's. What are we making here? What alcohol are you adding to that?
I am making a 3-ingredient margarita.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got our ice, we've got our little party cups here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of lime juice. Now you could do this all in a shaker, but I'm wanting to show you how to do it.
So tequila is 1 ingredient.
Tequila.
Lime juice, fresh lime juice is number 2.
Yep, and you're gonna use a half for each of your glasses. So if you're doing it in a shaker, do a half.
A half lime?
Now, yes.
Yep. That's what I do when I make my skinny margaritas.
Yeah, and this is pretty skinny, you guys, because all it is is just watermelon, you know? Like there's
You know
not
what you
much
could
else.
also, may I add a 4th ingredient?
Well, you could, but then it would be a 4-ingredient
No, but I
margarita.
know, but I'm just saying, because I love the pop of club soda, I would add a little of the sizzle of club soda.
I don't think you're gonna need it, friend.
Oh, okay.
I'm double downing.
Okay, no,
I'm double downing.
I trust you, my dear friend.
Okay,
So this is your 3-ingredient skinny watermelon margarita.
Yeah, and you could do it in a shaker, but notice I have a seedless watermelon, so I didn't strain anything.
Okay, let me see. Cheers.
Cheers with our cute party cups. Oh, this is so cute.
I know, the audience, I got 2 claps for that one.
That one! 2.
2. It's because they want this. Those are the 2 people that want this. I don't need club soda in this. No, this is it's real refreshing.
Oh, it's so it's kind of effervescent because the blending, and there's a little bit of the pulp in there, so it's got the flavor of the watermelon.
This would be good on a pontoon or at the lake.
It would be good anywhere. And we have those little blendies.
Oh, I have a blendy.
Yeah, so we could blend up our watermelon in the blendy. It's very easy.
This is a great dinner.
Yeah. Or lunch, or breakfast.
Or whatever, or here in the TV studio with rows 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's right, yeah.
Cheers, Jason Show
Cheers.
friends. For
Cheers.
easy 3-ingredient margarita.
That's right.
No simple syrup, nothing complicated.
For all these recipes and more, go to Stephanie's website, stephaniesdish.com. And don't forget, Stephanie also has a radio show, it turns into a podcast, The Weekly Dish. Find it wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're here locally on My Talk 1071 on Saturdays.
All
cheers.
right, cheers,
Love you.
friends.
There we go. We're going to take a break. Some of the most hysterical responses to a segment ever. We'll read some of them when we return after this. It's real good. Don't forget to get tickets to our show next week. Go to eventbrite.com and search The Jason Show. Please only pick a day that you can actually show up. Now, welcome back. If you saw the show last Thursday, and I hope you did, you saw me get up close and personal with something that often freaks a lot of people out: snakes. Our guest was Emily, who's been on our show before, from the Snake Discovery Center. And if you missed the whole segment or the episode, here's just one of the highlights. Look.
Do you want to just try holding part of her? Yes. I think you should. Okay. Because I'm actually going to need your help because she's wrapped around my mic. So can you peel her off there? Perfect. Okay. And then just kind of use both hands.
Okay.
How about I'll hold her head?
Hold her head. Okay.
There you go. Nice.
Now, yeah. If you keep watching the snake, you'll see that it sticks its tongue out and licks my neck. And I had no idea because, as you saw, I had my eyes closed. Well, this is why we're bringing this back up. Emily has millions of followers on YouTube. And since we posted that segment on our Jason Show YouTube page, it's been viewed more than 116,000 times with more than 1,000 comments. Every morning, I was telling our studio audience, we come into hundreds more, and they're all hysterical because there's a common thread in about 90% of the comments. That thread, they have no clue who I am. And some of them don't want to know who I am. Many of them discovered the segment thanks, of course, to Emily, and we're eternally grateful. The Jason Show team couldn't stop laughing at these comments, so we want to read some of our favorites today. So, first, let's be real. No one knows who Jason is. We're here for Emily. Next. Good on this Jason fella for really facing his fear and helping show how cool snakes are. The next comment on YouTube says this: came here for Emily, but Jason's pretty funny. Thank you. Well, thank you. Next. Wow, it was so kind of Emily to be on that show with whoever that guy is. Okay, now I gotta tell you, out of all of them, that is our staff's personal favorite. It was so kind of Emily
nice
to be
of
on a
her.
show with whoever that guy is.
So generous.
Here's another one. Don't know who Jason is, but I'll ride with Jason now. Thank you. Thank you. And finally, another staff favorite. I don't know who this Jason guy is, but it was cool of him to come on Emily's show.
It was really nice of you.
This is when I'm like, should I retire? I mean, I've been in the business over 20 years, and
it was nice.
It was a nice run.
Nice gesture.
I mean, but you're either YouTube famous or little TV famous, I guess. I don't know.
I think my favorite part is that she was so in control of the whole situation, right? Like with the snake and everything. And so you're like, okay, fine, I'll hold on to the head. And she just immediately lets go of the head, and your face just went.
Yeah. There was another comment too, because, let me read more. We also got comments from many people in other countries. This person says, as a European, I have no idea what this show is, but I'm so proud of Emily and all the work she does. And this one says, Jason, I'm from South Africa, so I've never heard of you. But the way you interacted with the snakes in spite of your fear is commendable. Well done, and thanks for the exposure you are giving to snake discovery. Of course. Well, and finally, what is definitely the nicest comment, Melissa Jennings wrote, hey Jason, I grew up watching talk show hosts like Ricky Lake and Sally Jesse. Oh my God, you're the best since them. I'd watch you over Oprah. Thanks for having our Emily on and being so brave with the snakes. Well, but let me have a humble moment, because right after that comment, one below it read, the only reason Jason had this snake person on was to get more YouTube views for his channel. So yeah, that's not true. We love Emily. The Jason Show YouTube page is the place as we plug our YouTube page, is the place to see all of our segments as well as full episodes. We also do the daily before the show live on our YouTube page around 9:15 each weekday morning, and you never know what is going to be said on that. So search for the Jason Show on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. And also you can hit the little bell, and the bell will remind you when we post new content. So it's exciting, I think. We'll be right back right after this. Stay with us. Oh, Emily. Welcome back.
Should we go down here?
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back. We've got all new shows every day next week. Here's a look at what to expect. On Monday, Kendall shows us how horses are helping people get through difficulty in their lives. We're also excited about Tuesday. Our Yam House, we love Yam House. They sing our theme song, is back in studio. If you don't know them yet, go follow them on social. Wednesday, more of our road trip to Chicago. Wine diva Leslie Miller returns on Thursday, and she's back like a beautiful boomerang, Stephanie Hansen, on Friday. Get your tickets and join us in the studio audience. They're free. Head to eventbrite.com and search The Jason Show. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Welcome back, our great studio audience. It is time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. We don't know what's in the segment until we read it now. Today, the cutest habit from an adorable dog. This dachshund named Doxy loves to share his meal, but not with another dog. He picks out one of his toys and takes it with him so he can share his food with the toy. That is adorable.
That's so cute.
Look. Oh my gosh. Look, the other dog is like, what the hell are you doing?
That is so cute.
His little brother has no idea what he's doing. Okay, there he is again.
Oh.
Okay, so I talk all the time. Y'all don't have to get us gifts when you come here, but it's really nice. But anyway, Penny in our audience back there, wave Penny. Penny was nice enough. I don't know if you can see the detail of this. She made this birdhouse for us with everything that we love, Star Wars, and then, oh, there's a zoom there.
There's Eric.
There's
Just
Eric.
one eye.
One eye Eric right there. That camera shot was Eric. But look at this. And it has everything that we love, Star Wars and pull tabs.
It's amazing. You can't. They're glued.
Oh, they're glued on there. Look at me. I was like,
It's like an addict.
I'm like a rabid dog.
Watch out.
I see a pull tab. And then my favorite part, no bullies.
So sweet.
No bullies. Online or elsewhere. Isn't that nice?
I love it. I mean, that is some craftsmanship.
Because I'll just tell you, I'm real appreciative of Penny because of the baby. She's getting all the gifts lately. And it's just, yes.
It's getting just a little jealous.
No, I'm not. I think it's so sweet. You've
It
gotten
is
so
sweet.
many great things.
So many great little things. Thank y'all.
That's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching and you are a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you back here live on Monday. Thank you, audience. Bye, everybody.